Finally came for 2 weeks and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Max. Like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. When I was down out, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm out like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Orlando Wizards and the LA Aftershocks. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
All right, here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The numbers for Mixon last week: 11 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. He didn't do it all up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there on third down. 47 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys... And we drop you in at the start. And now back out comes the offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that too, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And the offense getting set to take over the football here early on in the game, first quarter. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Over, 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 over!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They'll drop the throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass.
Here we go now.
Really well
Blue
done.
90. Blue 90.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Back to 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man is Lashley. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Mixon with a first down carry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get... After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson in there to get him for a loss of 9. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And this results in 6. Touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his second touchdown on the season. Now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He goes underneath the Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Darnold to throw again. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Defense. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Landry. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Set. Blue 90.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. It's in. And he'll get across at about the 23-yard line.
No, check. Patriot.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, and Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a give to Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Watching that, Barney. Watching that, Barney.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to... Third quarter action to this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Now this offense ready to head back out there. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they're going to set. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Well, they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No, check, Patriot!
It's a quarterback sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Gone!
Back to throw. And incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Green, 39.
Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, landed.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.